We got the baddest in the building.
If you slap me, I'ma slap you back. That's how the real world works.
Holler.
Y'all ain't got me on camera DMing minors, but hey, didn't lose or draw. I was gonna put pause to him.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's good, y'all? And welcome back to the ZIllennial podcast. We in here. You already know what it is. We have a very special guest this week. We got the baddest in the building. The baddest. You can't ever get rid of her.
No.
Never. Uncancelable.
Literally.
Give it up for Fannita.
People that love me. Not hi to people that don't, but hi to my girls that love me. Hi to them.
Everybody loves Fannita.
Period.
And if you don't love Fannita, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Exactly.
You would win a team.
Love and hate is the same thing. So the ones that don't love you, they love you.
Especially on the internet. It is the same thing.
Yeah. They're just not arriving to it yet, but they love you.
They'll get it.
They'll see you in public.
Y'all can always come back home.
I love that. I'm gonna start using that.
Y'all can always come back home.
You can come back home.
I forgive.
They know where home is.
Yeah, y'all know where home is.
Wait, what's your sign? LaRon hates when I do this.
I'm a Leo. Beat Leo.
I love Leos. My best friend's a Leo.
Aren't Leos great?
You guys are amazing.
What are you?
I'm a Gemini.
Ugh.
Oh, damn.
I'm a Scorpio.
Yuck. Ew.
Wait, what?
I'm on the evil millennial podcast.
Listen,
What do you mean?
listen.
Wait, what Gemini did you dirty?
Did all the times we have together mean nothing?
That's true. You're a good Scorpio. I'm not gonna lie. Let me not even lie. I know a lot of good Scorpios. A lot of my friends are actually Scorpios.
You don't have any friends that are Geminis?
Actually, no.
Damn, why?
It just never aligns like that. A lot of my friends are like, I have one friend that's a Libra. My best friend's a Sagittarius. I'm friends with other Leos, Scorpios. I have a lot of friends that are Scorpios.
Exhibit A.
Yep. And that just rounds it out, honestly. Maybe a couple Capricorns here and there, but.
Well, I love you anyway.
I love you anyway. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm gonna start fresh. You gonna break the cycle for me.
I will. Listen, I have a good Yelp review.
Cursing.
I have a good Yelp review. Just ask
She
LaRon.
gonna beat the statistics.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna make it good for everybody on her book.
This is
Love that.
Okay.
Look, just ask my Yelp review over here.
Okay. Ooh,
yeah.
What kind of review? Let me get the Patreon review, not the Yelp.
Not the Patreon. Not the subscription only.
Please.
Subscription only.
Subscribers only.
Subscribers only. Okay, we got a couple questions.
Okay.
So we're just gonna get into it. My first question is, what is one thing that people always assume about you that is not true?
I think the obvious, and you know me personally.
Yeah.
The people think I'm mean.
Fannita is not mean, y'all. Listen. Fannita is probably one of the nicest people I ever met.
Wait, why do people think you're mean?
Girl, did you not do your research about Fannita together?
I did.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of
stamp me-
canceling.
Yeah. They try to stamp me as a mean girl, but my thing is, can I be mean? Yes, obviously. But am I a mean person? No, I'm mean to people who are mean
to you.
Exactly. If you slap me, I'ma slap you back. That's how the real world works. You don't just get to talk to me and I don't say nothing. I'm just supposed to cower behind. You know what I'm saying? No, like I'm always gonna like stand up for myself. And if that comes across mean, then that's what it is. And also, like, I'm a black woman in America. I deserve to be mean. No shade. If I'm black in America and I'm a woman, God forbid that I'm mean. But yeah, a common misconception is that I'm mean, but
you're just honest.
I'm just honest, but I'm genuinely just so nice. Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually really, really nice.
Fannita's really nice. But you brought up a good point. Like, people will really just pick at you. But the minute you do it, it's like, but
she's a mean girl.
It's like you can't keep poking at somebody and then expect.
When I prick your back, now you mad at me? Like, but honestly, like, I'm glad they kind of stamped me as a mean girl because, like, in real life, nobody has ever tried me. So I guess I scared them.
You scared them off.
Yeah, they scared me.
Usually they're just like tough behind a keyboard.
Of course.
Exactly.
But in real life, all I get is mad fucking love. Like, I just get so much love in real life. So, like, the people saying I'm mean or whatever, okay. If the worst thing that I am is mean when y'all hype up sexual abusers and rapists and racists and colorists and fatphobic people. If the worst thing that I am is mean,
then so be it. Shaking the table.
She's shaking the table.
I'm waking it up. y'all ain't got me on camera DMing minors, but hey, let me be quiet and sip my tea. I'm thirsty.
But the makeup.
Get the fuck out my face, though. Cancel me for something that's worth a damn. Like, everybody acts like I'm a goddamn felon and I'm a Hitler and I've done all this shit. I've just said things people didn't like. That was it.
You're probably saying things that people are scared to say too.
Exactly. Like, let me get canceled for something fun for once. Like, I always get canceled for some like bullshit. People wake up one day and realize, oh yeah, we don't like Fannita again. And like, now it's some bullshit and all some other shit. Like, let me get canceled for something. Like, let me go to prison. And then
No,
you
you're
like,
Can we?
Exactly.
Let's not put that.
well, knock on wood, please.
Yeah,
Knock on
no.
wood.
I'm like, let's.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Exactly.
I respect the law.
Respect to the law.
Respect to the
Respect to the law. Respect to the law. Now, Fannita, I gotta ask you, since you brought up being canceled so many times, what was that one time when you got canceled and it like, it kind of gave you a thrill? Like, it was like, ugh, like.
I think, you remember that time I said some people are ugly?
Yes.
Yeah, and mind you, saying some people are ugly is a common thing that everybody says.
Everyone says it.
Everybody says it. But at the time, I was a little bit bigger, and I did need a retwist, so maybe they just didn't like the messenger. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just
Oh my!
you know what I'm saying? I did need a retwist when I said that shit, and I wasn't a little heavy set. And oh my God, they did not let my hair go for that. They're like, you're ugly. And I was like, so you agree. If you
People
think
are
I'm
ugly.
ugly.
And that means
everything, bro. They being agree with me. Like when I said people were broke, right? Everybody was like, her for saying people are broke. But when
people are broke.
But when Lotto made a song called Brokey, everybody was broke.
Everybody's brokey.
Everybody was broke. So it's like they don't even disagree with the things I say for real. They just don't like when I say it.
No,
which is
listen,
okay.
You know how many people was like, you just gotta wait till their birthday to go out of town?
I went out of town last week.
That's low-key a little classist. But no one ever said that. That's kind of classist. That's
I was like, damn, Lotto,
elitist.
what you do? But you know what I didn't do? I didn't go to Lotto and be like, you were talking about me. I'm not broke, Lotto. I get to the bag. Because Lotto wasn't talking about me.
They talk about you. But a
She
hit
didn't say my
dog always
name.
going what?
Holler. It's a sick world we live in, man.
Sick, twisted world, honestly.
Sick and twisted.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, calling people ugly, that was probably like, I was like, bro,
Everybody thinks it.
like y'all be in the group chats calling the on Tinder ugly. Like, but I said,
I'm wrong for saying that out loud?
yes.
Yeah,
and,
no, that's a
and-
little
and
crazy.
here's the thing, and that's another thing too about when I get canceled and people think when they cancel you, you're just
Like
gonna
your life
wake
is
up.
over.
Not that, but you're gonna wake up and be like, you guys were right. I no longer think anyone's ugly, and I
see the error of my way.
but no, it's like I still think some people are ugly. Like,
But everybody thinks that. Everyone thinks that. And you do make a good point about the whole broke thing. Like the ones that were in your comments.
it's
are
cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. And here's another thing too. I called my haters broke. Y'all like to ship and shop and said I called my fans broke. No, I
No.
said if you talk
Haters.
about Fannita and your son need a diaper change,
You're broke.
hop to it. Like, stop reaching those dirty, dusty fingers to talk about Fannita and change that kid diaper and give him something to eat that's not lunchable. That's what I said.
I like
Wait, which Lunchable is it? Do you think
Whatever they can afford.
the
I don't
cheese
know.
and crackers and the ham Lunchable? Because if so, we
But
need to call
that's what
somebody
I said.
bigger.
I said if you were talking shit about me, so if you weren't talking shit about me, and my real fans also know that, and I feel like when I lost weight, you know what I'm saying? When you're the fat, funny friend, the fatness is kind of like an invisibility cloak because you
Yeah.
can say what you want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like anything, I talk the exact same way. If you've watched me for a long time, or if you, like me and you,
Yes.
I talk
The same way.
Same way. But when you lose weight and then like pretty privilege or like,
Oh, now they're trying to use it
They
against you.
expect you to
Exactly.
be like, oh, she lost weight and now
now
she's...
she-
and I'll just be like, we are the world. And it's like, I said I was going to show you when I was fat. Like, come on. Let's be serious.
Your attitude never changed.
Exactly. But when you're fat, even when I was talking like this when I was fat, now I'm pretty sure everybody's watching this is like zoomed in, taking everything I'm saying like literally. But when I was fat, I would talk just like this and everybody just thought it was a joke. And a lot of it is like, I have the type of humor that if you're not around me, if you don't know me, like
You're not going to get it.
you're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
like right now, like I'm telling jokes and I'm being funny, whatever, but I say it like with a straight face.
Yeah.
That's how I was when I was fat. But everybody knew that it was a joke. And not even because it was a joke, but because I'm fat and the fat girl saying something. And me being fat was funny.
Yeah.
But now that I'm not fat, and
Now
then
you're
you know what I'm saying,
mean.
I was with they faves and you know X, Y, and Z. But now it's not funny anymore. And now like, because when you look a certain way, like there's like a study about it. You know what I'm saying? Like they attribute like certain qualities to attractiveness
certain
of people.
people.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
if you're a really, really pretty girl, they expect you to be really, really nice and really humble and
Yeah.
really open and soft. And I'm not none of
Right.
and it's
that's
not gonna
why
change.
That just reminded me, like, the fat best friend in every comedy movie.
Yeah, it's gotta be funny. You
he's
gotta be
always gonna
funny.
hilarious. Like,
Yep.
it's gonna be like a bigger guy, like a Jonah Hill when he was bigger, or like
Yeah.
like those
Seth
guys.
Rogen, like anybody, like your like role as a fat person sometimes is to just be
Just be
humorous.
there.
And then if you're not humorous, you're basically worth nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's like the unfortunate part about being like overweight and stuff is that like, again, when you look a certain way, people treat you like, so, some fat people are introverted and I know their life is probably You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I was still popular in college and shit like that. Cause I didn't get fat until college, which a lot of people don't know that. I wasn't fat growing up, but I got fat in college because of some
Freshman 15.
girl freshman 100. Like it was a lot going on. But you know what I'm saying? I had some past traumas and eating disorders and shit like that. But so when I was in college, everybody fucked with me. Like I've always been popular. I've always been funny. I've always been like welcome everywhere. But it was only because I was funny. Like if I didn't have my personality, I probably would have been in my dorm alone. Like
Right.
no shade.
Right.
No, I get that.
And then now you lost the weight, and now you have the
And you
pretty
know what's-
privilege, and now you're mean.
You know what's funny though? Before I had weight loss surgery, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm an oracle when it comes to this fucking like internet. Like I told my best friend, I was like, I'm not really nervous about losing weight. I'm nervous about people gonna hate me.
Yeah.
I was like, people are gonna hate me.
Well,
Like,
congratulations, first of all.
thank you,
Yeah.
sister. But I was like, people are going to hate me. And that was like my fear about losing weight. I was like, they're not going to think I'm funny anymore. Like I already knew the train would start rolling and moving. And I could tell that like when I was losing weight, before I started losing weight, nobody ever commented on my appearance. Like it was just
It
like,
was like an elephant in the room kind of situation. Yeah.
and so they would just comment on like what I was talking about. So if I made a video talking about something, that's what the comments was about. Nobody was ever like, oh, Fannita, you look good. You look pretty, whatever. Like then as I started losing weight, more and more people would comment about my appearance. And like the top comment
Like they just don't want to arrive at the fact that you actually look good.
right.
Yeah.
But people would it'd be them telling me I look good. And so like the top comment would be like, oh my God, Fannita, you look amazing.
Right.
And I didn't like that because I was like, wait, y'all not listening.
What do you mean by that?
Because they not listening to the music no more. Like y'all only are like fixated on my appearance. And the more and more that started happening, that's when I would start seeing like the little like, hush. She's changing. And it's like all projection. I've never once got on the internet and talked shit about fat people. Matter of fact, I stand up for fat people to the day I got. Like I've always been an advocate for fat people. I've always been an advocate for women. I've always been an advocate for black women. So for all this imaginary to just like come out of, it was literal thin air.
Out of thin air. No,
So that was when you started getting
phone
canceled.
one day.
Yes.
I opened my phone one day, and it's just like Fannita. I swipe again, Fannita. I swipe again, Fannita. Everybody got a think piece about Fannita. I'm like, what's going on? Let me text my friend. Let me see what's happening.
Right.
And that's when I messaged you because I was like so confused. Like, what's going on? Like, like I'm not as chronically online as I used to be, so I'm like a little confused as to what is happening.
And
you know?
even with that situation, like there was so much going on in my personal life behind the scenes.
Right.
And Lauren, when I literally tell you, like I had a chemical imbalance. Like my uncle had passed away, and then I had like surgery. I was in a toxic relationship with my ex, and then I was actually I came to this realization because I've been in therapy for like months. But I was talking to my therapist, and I was like, I think with me is like I've always gotten canceled for. Right.
Yeah.
And I always like attributed to me being like plus size.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like you guys bullying me about being fat forever. I've lost weight. Just leave me the fuck alone. Because at that point, for like the last like before I had my crash out, whatever, like for like the last 6 months, they were trying to get me involved with other people bullshit. Why isn't Fannita saying anything about this? People on my podcast, attacking people on my podcast, like not liking them. And it was like, I can't win. Like I'm trying to work so hard. I'm trying to do so much. And I can't win for losing because y'all hate me for a reason that I don't know.
Right.
Like we was all just cool. What the happened?
Right.
Exactly.
But honestly, I feel like a lot of the people that used to follow me, they thought I was a joke.
Yeah.
They looked at me as a joke. They never took me seriously. And then I moved to LA. I got a new apartment. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere. I'm losing weight. I'm looking good. I'm getting my titties done. I'm getting a tummy tuck. Like Fannita's feeling herself. She's posting.
As you should, first of all.
But people don't like that.
They don't.
But a lot of things that people say about me is just pure projection. Like I remember I said,
for sure.
like a couple months ago, I said I like people who I like going to people's houses who have a sectional.
I remember that.
I said I like.
Got on you for that?
They said I'll be in the classes.
I looked at my little 3-seat sofa. I said,
And
okay.
I won't be there. Like,
I said,
and, like
okay.
some of my friends have regular couches. They was like, girl,
Well,
you
when
talking
you
about
come
me?
over my house, I used to have a sectional, but the way my apartment is set up, they had to be all just lined up.
If
as
it's
one
somewhere where
sofa.
I can lay, but I literally
you
was
can
like,
lay on it.
Right. I literally was like, I like somewhere I can like lay out and rub my feet together.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, well, Fannita, not everybody can afford a sectional. A sectional costs the same as a regular couch. And have y'all never heard about Facebook Marketplace?
$300.
Bro, like, come on.
But that's another thing too. Like they just like
You
to
could
pick
get
with-
a used one for $100.
Yeah.
I leased my couch. Like it's not, bro. If I said I like people that got a fridge in their house, they'd be like, Fannita's a classes. Not everybody has a fridge.
No, if you
not in LA,
if you
not
set
in
the white
LA.
refrigerator line that Nene Leak said,
Oh girl.
you.
Oh, what, the white fridge?
The
Oh
white
my-
refrigerator
Oh
line.
girl.
I
They would have
understood.
my head.
I understood her though. Every time I went apartment hunting, I was
I
like,
don't want a white fridge.
or a black one.
I like a stainless steel.
Yeah,
stainless
same.
steel.
Like,
Thank you.
honestly,
With the water dispenser.
well, then you know what? They
Exactly.
can hate all of us for this because
And
when I
not
was
the
apartment
not the little
hunting,
freezer,
stainless steel
not the
only.
little double decker freezer on
No,
top.
I
You
want
gotta
the
be
double
side
door.
by side.
Yes. And the freezer's on the bottom. Okay.
Yes.
And that's
Exactly.
okay.
And that's like, everybody's allowed to have preferences. It's like, I'm not coming over to y'all house. I don't gotta sit on y'all couch. Like,
Exactly. No, you brought up an interesting point though. I feel like whenever you get to a certain level of social media, people love you in your beginning phases.
of
'cause
course,
they're
because
like,
you ain't.
exactly.
But
you know,
like when you start becoming, like,
They
you know
don't
what I'm
like
saying?
it.
I didn't used to have these kind of. My hair was never laid like this. I didn't look like this. My skin didn't look like this. I was never on podcasts. Like I used to be dirty, funky in my goddamn bed in that funky bonnet.
And guess what? You look the fuck good now.
Thank you, sister.
Exactly.
But it's like people sometimes on the internet, once everybody starts to know about you, or once everybody's looking at you, and once everybody's getting like attention, it's like, and sometimes I feel like when you're a black woman or just like a person of color, they look at you and it's like, why her though?
Yeah.
Why her and not me?
Why not me?
Why
Exactly.
not me? Why
I
not
hate
me?
that because like people don't know what it takes to get yourself out of a certain space to get to where you actually feel good, look good.
Yes.
Like,
Exactly.
And like
that's a dark time. But the in between time of that is dark as
I've been canceled like 4 or 5 times over some bullshit. Name somebody that can still come out and still talk their shit, stand 10 toes
Right.
ground, and still like. The thing about the internet, y'all can cancel me, y'all can do whatever. It could be 1,000,000 against one, me against me by myself. I've always been by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way that I grew up,
Yeah.
I was prepped for this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need 10 bitches with me to stand.
to
You know what I'm
stand
saying?
tall.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I will stand by myself and hate me, love me, whatever. I will never change. Y'all can say I'm
Shouldn't.
nappy-headed, too dark, I'm still fat, my surgery scars, my loose skin. Like, y'all can say whatever, but I'ma still feel like that bitch.
period. As you
the-
should.
They be eating the loose skin. They be putting it in their mouth. They put that shit in their mouth. Like, I don't give a fuck. They love the titty scars. Like, y'all would never make me feel bad about myself, especially from how far I've come. Like, I literally had nothing growing up. Like, y'all would never make me insecure. Like, and even insecurity is stupid. Like, I'm gonna hate something about myself because you said so.
Like, no, that's crazy.
And that's the thing. When you are comfortable with who you are, there's nothing about you that they can use against you.
Exactly. And I have so much confidence. And confidence is scary to the average person.
It
So
is.
Sure.
the person that doesn't have any confidence is fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Terrifying.
Because they want to say what they want to say, but
And
they're scared.
they should be inspired by your
But then
confidence.
to be big with confidence, oh, they hate it.
Oh yeah, like when I was
They
big and
hate it.
confident, like people try to tear me down all the time. So
That's
here's the
so
thing:
crazy.
being smaller is socially acceptable, right?
Yes.
If let's just do a little math. Being smaller is socially acceptable. Being smaller is more conventionally attractive. If I was fat and I had the biggest confidence in the world, what the fuck y'all think was gonna happen when I lost weight?
Like you said it, you already felt like you were that big. You were bigger.
Exactly. And now I know I'm T. Like I'm not even wearing makeup on this podcast. Like
And that skin is skinny.
the only thing I got on is my hair. Like no lash either.
First of all, yes, I was gonna say.
Like I'm not even wearing a lash, and I'm like really taking it. Like, stop hating
Oh,
on
she's
me.
taking it. Oh, she's taking it.
Yeah.
You can't tell me like my skin pretty, teeth pretty. Like, come on. bro.
Yeah.
Listen,
Pop
confidence
it.
on 10. That's yes.
They
And
don't.
I'm about my fake titties on y'all.
Yeah.
Now
Wait,
what?
you put your face?
Girl, yes.
They look good.
Thank you.
What?
Period.
No.
I almost want to be like, can I touch them?
Yeah, we'll let you. I mean, squeeze it.
They feel
know.
good. They feel real.
I heard that a time or two.
Yeah.
I think I want to like, commend you a little bit though, because I feel like you were very open about your
Everything.
transition.
And it's like,
You told everybody
That's
everything.
amazing.
yes.
You-
And everybody told me not to. And going back on it, I probably would have kept a lot of this a secret, but at the time I was so close to my audience. Like
Yeah.
I told my audience everything.
Everything.
Like I would be on live all the time, like even with the podcast, like I was so open and I knew with the surgery I was gonna lose weight fast. And I didn't want to get exposed like some people. You know what I'm saying?
What did you
Yeah.
get? If you
I had a gastric bypass.
Okay.
So they made my stomach smaller.
Gotcha.
And I was like, these my though, like, you know
Wait,
what I'm
you
saying?
do the invasive or the non-invasive? Because I know
The
there's
invasive,
like,
like they like cut me open. It wasn't bad. They used like a microscopic something needle,
Yeah.
scalpel,
Yeah.
some shit. But I was like, I don't like keeping secrets, and also just in my day to day, I'm not a bitch that can hold water. I cannot keep a secret. Like anything that goes on in my life, I have to tell my
You have to
friends.
tell
Like I
them.
have to tell. And
Yeah.
at the time, like my audience was my friends. Like, and I was like, there's probably girls that want to lose weight. Like I'm gonna just put them on. Like,
Right.
And another thing about me losing weight, I have been talking about losing weight online for years. But again, nobody ever fucking listens to you when you're fat. But so me losing weight wasn't because people like attacked me. I had been wanting to lose weight before I was on the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always just been trying to lose weight, but it was just so hard for me to lose weight or whatever. And I just didn't have like the commitment. And another thing, you're not gonna lose weight unless you are committed. Like, unless you
Exactly.
unless you really want the shit, you can talk about it all day long, but unless you really commit, there's gonna be a time where you get tired and you gonna lock in. But I wanted to be transparent because I know a lot of influencers lie about the shit they've gotten done.
Yes.
They lie about the lip filler, they lie about the BBLs, they lie about the
You own
shots.
Olympic, but you're talking about a calorie deficit.
Come on.
Come on. Like,
and it's like I didn't even want to give
come
the
on,
girl,
Chelsea.
Right.
Like, let's be real.
I didn't want to give the girls okie doke. Like, I didn't want to be like, oh, I've been in the gym, like all this other shit. I ain't seen me
And
make one gym
you're
blog.
not one of them ones that like gatekeep either.
Exactly.
Because there's a lot of them that would say, oh, this, and this, but they'll gatekeep exactly what the hell they
And
did.
it's for the record, I've said a million times that I've had gastric bypass. Stop saying I've been on Ozempic. Like, I've never done that. I've done a lot, but not that.
You say we don't do those kind of here.
Yeah.
First of all, just look at the face. There's no Ozempic face. Like, period. Look at that.
Look.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Get into the mud.
I can't even see, guys. I can't even see the camera. I hope I'm giving this to you, baby.
Get into the mud. Now, my next question I wanted to ask you, if you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what would it be? And if people had to describe you in 3 words, what would it be?
Is it people that like love and care about me?
Just people in general.
Just people in general.
If I had to describe myself, I say I'm very loyal, honest,
We love that.
and dependable. Like, I'm one of those friends that you can always, like, I got your back. Like, if you're in my circle, you're my friend. Like, my friends are my family. Like, I don't have a close relationship with my family outside of my brother.
Same.
So, like, my friends are my life.
Family,
They're my
yeah.
family. So if you ever need anything from me, like, I got you.
Same.
I think people will say that I'm fun,
I
funny,
can already tell you're fun.
and charismatic.
Fannita's such a
sure.
good time.
Yeah, I think
I'm already having a good time talking to her.
I feel like people really f with me. They gave me. I'm really cool once you get to know me. Like,
Once you get to know me,
Hard
like-
shit.
like, I feel like people. Like, I think if people actually stop listening to the bullshit on the internet and like watch my
Actually
shit
talk to you,
themselves,
yeah.
talk to me,
Yeah.
like anybody that meets me in person, everybody likes me. That's why y'all still see me everywhere.
I think I've never seen you make a bad connection with nobody. Nobody.
I can't wait till he hosts his game night. And
Oh yeah,
come
I love
over.
a game night.
And you
Yes.
come over.
Yeah, I'm
You gotta
coming. I'm
come.
coming it up. No shade.
You gotta come.
Wait, we playing Monopoly or what?
Everything.
Because you land on my, I need that money. I don't give a f if it's late.
Need that.
Need that. I need
And-
that 15. Yeah, it's funky 15, but I need that.
Not the funky 15.
Yeah, I need that funky 15. I do need it.
Really?
I really do. Like, I
Really?
genuinely do.
Like-
I really need that.
Okay, but you talked about your podcast. I wanted to ask you, who's like your favorite guest and who's your least favorite guest?
Well, you already know my least favorite guest was Zach Justice.
Okay, yeah, we talked about that. You got him the option.
But for reasons that I cannot say yet, me and Zachary are good.
Okay.
The beef is squashed, and
Wait, what happened on the podcast?
a whole bunch. But I'm not gonna address that because me and Zach have
Okay,
moved
never
past
mind.
it.
Just
Like,
kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Look at
You
me.
know
I'm
what
over
I'm
here
saying?
trying to stir the
But
pot.
if I'm being honest, it was my least favorite, Zachy, and you know that. And then my favorite, oh my God, that's so hard. I would say my favorite one was probably, I say this one all the time, Raven Simone and Miranda.
That was a good one.
Like, it was a moment in my life that I was like, what the
Yes.
like, Raven Simone wants to talk to
To
me?
you.
I love that.
That's big.
Like, and then mind you, we're just keying. Like, I went to her house after that. Her wife made me spaghetti that we talked about on the podcast. It was delicious. And also, I was so upset when that aired because that episode brought me so much happiness. And if anybody watched that episode, y'all know it was probably like
Yeah.
my best episode. It was amazing. An hour and 30 minutes, one of my longest episodes.
There was a lot of think
But
pieces around it.
The think pieces, I was like, here's the thing. I grew up around white people, right?
Yes.
And Miranda's white. She has a white wife. And sometimes I feel like Black people that didn't grow up around like white people don't really
They
get
don't
their
know how
humor.
yeah.
And Miranda's very dry. Like, she's not the type to make a joke and laugh after it. Like, he's just like deadpan, like, but it's a joke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she was making jokes that people didn't know or I guess didn't understand. And, you know, she isn't crazy as she didn't watch Cheetah Girls, and she's also a 40-year-old white woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She didn't watch Cheetah Girls growing up. That's not her. She was watching Sex in the City when shit was airing.
I think
You
that's
know
not,
what I'm
that's not her
saying?
jam.
Like, she,
Yeah.
she was in her 20s when the shit was airing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, or like a teenager. She wasn't watching That's So Raven. So, like, me and Raven were singing like a Cheetah Girl song, and Miranda didn't know it. And also, Raven doesn't like to talk about that. She doesn't like to not talk about it. She doesn't like to watch it.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't like to watch her old shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's some
I get it.
trauma.
There's some things there that like
Exactly.
yeah.
And so, like, Miranda said that she didn't know the song. She's like, oh my God. And mind you, this is what Miranda said. She's like, oh my God, I wish I could sing along. Like, this seems so fun, but I guess I don't know it. Because she didn't watch the Cheetah Girls.
That's okay.
She thinks her what? And people were making like petitions for Raven to divorce her and that
Petitions?
petitions.
Just because she couldn't sing along because she didn't watch it?
She just didn't know the song, man. And they attacked Miranda. I made a video defending Miranda, right?
Rightfully so.
Because here's my thing. Again, I am not a social media person. Like, I'm a social media person, but I'm still a real.
Yeah.
And she came on my under good faith.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if anybody's talking to my guest, I'ma stick up for them.
Right.
No matter who it is, white woman, black woman, Hispanic, whoever the sits with me, and I just ate that lady food, I'm not gonna defend her. I was just in her house.
Yeah.
With her and her wife, we just went and got Korean barbecue, but I'm not gonna defend her because of the internet. No.
Exactly.
Right.
And so like I defended her, and then everybody was mad at me, like, why are you defending her? Da, 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 da.
She was my guest.
She was my guest.
They invited me to their home.
But I second petted their dog. We ate Korean barbecue.
Exactly.
The least I could do is make a video.
The least I could do is just defend her.
But you know, a lot of
Exactly.
people on the internet wouldn't. They'd ignore that. Like, well,
Exactly.
they attacking you, girl, not me. Because nobody was saying nothing to me.
Exactly.
So I really, if I was a fake, I could have just been like, well, Miranda, charge of the game.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? But
yeah,
that's
but
not
you didn't.
who I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would have did that for anybody, and people tried to make me seem like a coon or whatever because I was defending her. But it's like, she's married to Raven, someone who I admire, inspired to be like, you know, like
It's a
my
respect
legend,
thing.
my icon. Like, of course I'm gonna defend her wife.
It's a respect thing at
Like
the end of the
what?
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like you said, a respect thing.
But like that broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie, because that episode was so beautiful and so amazing.
No, I watched it. It was like so genuine. Like
It was
so
like my
grounded.
big sister. It was like I met like my long lost twin, and like even Miranda was like, Raven never acts like this on interviews.
I
Like,
say no. I saw when I was watching the interview, I saw this light in both of y'all that I just like out of all your podcasts that I've seen, because I'm a frequent watcher because it's so funny to me.
Thank you, sister.
I watch Bottoms Up. I'm not gonna lie.
Period.
Not gonna lie. But out of all the like hosts, I mean all the guests that you have, that was the one where I just felt like it was just so grounded and so like
Yes.
just full of light.
It was like to this day my favorite podcast. And Raven, Miranda, I still love you. Miranda, girl, I will still defend you with my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's another thing too, is like, you know, when the internet happens, like when you're popping, everybody your friend.
Exactly.
Right? Everybody your friend when you can do something for them.
Right.
And I've lost a lot of friends that way. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't see me hanging out with somebody recently, that means I'm just not friends with them no more. Like,
Hey.
let's stop asking me about them people. I'm
And
not
that's
friends
okay.
with them.
Right. And that's okay.
But
that's
you
totally
know,
okay.
with the internet, you pop it, everybody cool with you. Everybody your friend. And when the kitchen get hot, nobody's your friend. I'm never gonna be that person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like and I remember the internet would try to turn some of my close friends against me. Like, oh my God, you're still friends with Fannita? Yes. Here's the thing. They hear me talk on real life. I've said crazy shit on FaceTime.
Exactly.
And them still my friends. Like, this internet, they've heard me say this before.
I was like, look, I reposted when we did the thing in New York, and we had posted the video from the boxing thing. I had posted the clip of you and
Yeah.
I boxing. All the story replies, I can't believe you're friends with Fannita. I'm like, and I'll do it again.
What? Like, that's the thing I'm talking about. Like, I'm not Hitler. Like, and then ask somebody why they don't like me. She like said something. Well, she said that Kamala wasn't gonna win the election. I don't know. She said people were broke.
What exactly did I say? What are you guys really mad at?
Like, come on, bro. And it's like people still try to like give me hate for that shit, but it's like y'all let a pedophile get to it. Like, he get 1 million likes every video. Y'all can't expect me to give a fuck more. Like, on some genuine shit, y'all can't expect me to give a fuck anymore.
First of all, Fannita got me over here. The wheels are turning and all the
No.
things. I was like, who are these people?
And that's a good question. It's a lot of
It's a
them.
lot of them.
It's a lot of them.
Like you said a very broad statement, but 3 came to mind.
Exactly. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
all gonna have to chop
Bitches
it
is
up
saying
off record.
saying Trayvon Martin had it coming and shit like that, and just got a campaign. Like, y'all can't expect me to give a fuck. Like,
Yes.
if the can bounce back every time they do some, and they do crazy shit. That's why, and y'all understand why I crashed out? That's why that shit made me so mad. It's because they get away
with it.
crazy.
They get
They
away
have
with it.
said and done the most vile, insane things. N-word this, F-slur that, R-word. The tweets be nasty. The tweets be wicked.
Oh, the tweets are wicked.
And
I've
then they're
seen
still
them.
thriving.
And they get campaigns. They get flown out the Bora Bora. But I'm who y'all want.
Look, listen. Have you,
I'm the prize pig. Like, it's me.
Right.
you don't know misery until you check the old tweets of a Christian influencer. Those are the ones.
Wait.
Listen,
Wait. It's words you never heard before in the Bible.
look, because you wasn't always that Christian.
Now, this must have been a turn of faith.
I
This is a
swear to
third
God,
thing.
I say this every episode. I learned something new. You guys are, the wheels are turning in my head right now.
Girl, I can name 8 people off the top of my head that done did some wicked shit and nothing happens.
Yeah.
But I won't say no name. You know what I'm saying? Last time I
no,
said a
we're
name,
gonna
y'all.
say that. We're gonna say that off record.
Yeah.
Off
But
record.
y'all know who the talking about. He just had one come out.
Wait, can you?
Oh, let me be good. Let me be a good girl. Yeah, I know y'all hate when I start waking to you.
I am like, wait, can you whisper in my ear?
We'll talk about it later. Because that
Lauren, what am I talking about?
I know exactly who you're talking about. But that's
Girl,
bringing.
you need to tap in.
You gotta tap in.
But to be fair, this is like his 8th time getting caught doing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And every time he'll bounce back, I'm sure his is doing numbers again. Nobody ever cares.
But that actually brought me to my next segment that I wanted to play with you. You gonna be Judge Fannita. That's your
Okay.
gavel.
Period.
Yes.
Yes.
We got a game. I made this just for you. It's
Oh my God,
called
this podcast is so fun.
it's called Cancel Court.
Okay, period.
So basically, we're gonna give you a list of offenses that
Should be cancelable.
that are cancelable, that have gotten people canceled, and you say, should we cancel them? Like, is this really
Okay,
cancelable?
so
or
I'm
do
the judge.
You're the
Yeah,
judge.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right, order in the court. What you got for me?
Okay, so the first one is we have an influencer that's under fire, and for her apology video, she decided to make it a song with a ukulele.
Cancel. Yeah, girl, don't. But did she get exposed for some crazy? Like she was like sexing on her fans or something, right?
Yes.
And you get on here and make a
Wait, hold on. The ukulele.
Lady
Actually, matter
running
of fact,
down to the real
life in prison, no parole. Next case.
electric chair.
Next case.
Lethal
Next case.
injection.
Okay. MAGA hat wearers.
Oh, I was about to say something insane. I don't even want y'all on Earth, to be honest. Like, I said I wasn't supposed to say that,
crazy.
but I did. I'm sorry. Age, I'm sorry. If you left again after this, I'm sorry. This is my fault. I know I'm supposed to be PR trained and coming back better, but I want to be funny again. I'm tired of being fake. Like
That's the thing. People are so sensitive these days. Like,
that's another thing too, bro. I miss the internet. You remember when TikTok first started?
Yes.
That was the golden
era.
Like when TikTok first started, like I could say whatever, and I was
Like
saying a lot more.
March 2020 TikTok.
Yeah, that's when it
That
was.
was when
That
it
was
was
good soup.
That was
That was
great
good
soup. That's actually when I started like going super viral. Was March 2020. Like
Yes.
that's when it turned the up for me. But good times, man.
That was good soup. Charlie
It-
was
it-
renegading.
it was before middle schoolers had phones, bro.
Like Charlie was renegading.
Charlie was
Everybody was dancing.
Addison Ray was popping that hip. We was just
I
all
was
having.
barking at Chris Evans on TikTok.
I'm
Like it was amazing.
crying.
Chris Evans or Chris Jamal Evans?
Chris Jamal. Oh, I remember Chris Jamal. Evans.
Chris Jamal Evans was crazy.
That was a crazy era.
That was a crazy era.
That was
The black
I remember I made a
millennials do
video
not
about
know.
Chris Jamal Evans.
The black millennials will pay for that.
Yeah, and the nail meme. Yeah, we did way too much for that white man.
Yeah.
Still love you, Chris. You still my Captain
Love him.
America.
We love him.
You
Okay.
still my captain.
The next one is an influencer that faked a disability for views. Cancel or
What was a disability? Or was that that? What disability did I Because I mean, technically, okay. For instance, I see this on Twitter.
Autism.
Autism is crazy.
yeah, that's nuts.
Life,
Like no parole.
no parole. Matter of fact, lethal injection. That's insane.
Yeah.
Faking you have autism is crazy.
Just to
Crazy.
get, just to get.
And that's another thing that scares me about people on the internet. They really willing to die about this. They willing to do whatever.
The thing about it is so many people that self-diagnose themselves with problems that they don't have.
Right.
That I'm pretty sure that there are people
And
running.
the internet self-diagnosis, you know what I'm saying? Everybody said I was on coke and shit. It's like, can a black woman just be angry for a chance?
I'm crying.
Listen,
I gotta be on coke. I just can't be mad as fuck.
they was putting
Or
you
you
up
can
there
just
with the
be
queen of
hyper.
rap.
No, they was putting me on up there with Nicki. And I'm like, let my fucking ear go. She's like, God damn, like I'm just mad. Like I've never done that. I've been in LA 3 years and I've gotten offered it a few times, and I've
times.
always said no.
I feel like you haven't been in LA if you haven't been offered it. But no,
And honestly, like-
there's a big difference between the people that have been offered it and the people that did it.
And it's not like I've haven't tried it because I'm like holier than thou and like I don't.
You
do
just don't want to.
I don't want to, and also I feel like the first time I do some shit like that,
Needs to be in a
laced
safe
with
place.
It's gonna be laced with fentanyl. That's gonna be my last day alive.
Oh
Because
my
one thing
God.
about God,
I'm
he like to make
thinking-
an example out of me.
And I will not be made an example of.
I'm over here thinking she's gonna say, I want to be somewhere safe, like in
No,
the,
fuck
in
no.
my home.
I just feel like the first time I snore some shit like that, I'm gonna be goddamn dicks. And it's like, I'd rather just not.
You'll be the 1%.
See, and I don't like stuff in my nose. I don't see
Same.
how people do that. Like
First of all, that's when I didn't even know what "Hey, do you want to party?" meant until I moved over here.
Bro, sometimes people be asking.
I was like, when they say, hey, you want to party? I'm like, shoot, where's the
goddamn
bar?
The party.
I'll never forget. It was like one of my first times here. Like, not my first time here, but I was like, it was like when the first year I moved here, I was out at like a club or whatever. And this guy, I kid you not, he was asking for a bump like it was a cigarette. Like he was just going around like, hey, y'all got a bump? Y'all got a bump? Y'all got a bump? Y'all got a bump? Like, it's not a cig. Like, isn't cocaine illegal? Like,
It's very illegal.
Wow, so just casual. You want?
he was like, hey, y'all got a bump?
And I'm like, no, sir,
first of all, if we
LaRon
did-
Hines, LAPD, you're actually under arrest.
And this is what you do with Don Quixote.
No, it's like he's really asking to get arrested. What if there was a narc
And
over
if
there?
I did have a bump, I'm not giving you a bump of the 8 ball for free. Come on, you have to do something. Like,
That's very true. That is a very expensive.
$80 pounds. Are you crazy? I'm not getting none. Like, what?
No money, no fun, young baby.
Okay, wait. The next one. The next one.
Okay, I had a lot more, but we're gonna do these last two.
Okay.
So this one says they defended an abuser, and their reason was they were nice to me.
Who am I thinking? Somebody just did that. You bird bang, bro. Here's the thing, man. I feel like for every man that is an abuser, there is a bird that will defend him and say, but he like bought me an iced latte that one time. He's a good guy, and he's beating the out of somebody behind closed doors. Oh my, we'll never be free, man. Because I can think about 8 and I did that this week, actually. This fucking week. I can think about 8 I did that this week. Like,
I feel like I'm being read for filth. No, I'm just kidding.
girl, I hope you not.
No, I'm not. I'm not. You're not. You're not.
I hope you not. I hope I'm not reading you right now. I you so stop. Please don't piss me off.
No,
Please.
I'm kidding. Cancel.
Cancel, but 25 to life.
Damn. 25.
Possibility of parole. 'Cause
Possibility
maybe
of
you just
parole.
a stupid bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the benefit.
We all
of
have
the
a stupid card sometimes, so we max
Right,
out.
right.
We max it out.
And then also, I
Someone
feel
to stay with a Bible.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
let a fine God come out with that little hat.
Exactly.
But do they have possibility of coming out for good behavior?
Yeah, but minimum of 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and the last one is they posted about a body positivity video, then a flat tummy tea promo immediately after.
Oh my God, the
Real.
flat tummy.
Hey, get to the bag, sister.
Get to the
Hey, the check don't stop. Bad or not.
Oh
Hey, the
my
bills gotta
God.
get. Hey, uncancel. The bills gotta get paid, man. Y'all. That's another thing about the social media shit, man. Y'all gonna have to understand. Just because she's posting body positivity doesn't mean she also likes to wake up with a flat stomach and have good digestive health. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I need to hear her side of the story. Matter of fact, bring her to the podium.
Bring her on the podium.
Bring her
to the stand. Matter of fact,
Come to the podium.
no. What did you say?
To the podium.
Go to the podium.
Also, bro, can we admit,
Nah.
my rants was funny. Like, you
Hilarious.
He was funny as
At a certain, everyone's like, this is concerning. I'm like, this is Fannita.
this is hilarious. I'm like, oh,
This
y'all
is
got
concerning.
bacon in it. So I'm exposing the pie. I'm not gonna lie, it's hot as it's hot as right. Ain't no AC in this bitch. I got all these
It's the lights.
studio lights.
It's the lights. It's
And
the
my hair
lights.
better not be tangled when I get up out of here, because I'm gonna send y'all the invoice. Cause shit, if my lace is lifting after this, I just gotta install. You will be hearing from my lawyers.
Who is it, Eric?
Just get the lace. Just get the lace.
Get the lace. Get the lace.
It was my girl Kia. Shout out to Kia. Hair from Hair Misses. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to the plug.
Literally.
Okay, so our next segment we have is called Gripes of the Week.
Okay.
And it's
period.
basically just your moment to just say what's on your mind. What's pissing
Like your
you off
gripe
this
for
week?
the week. Yeah.
What's pissing me off? The fact that people won't leave Megan Thee Stallion alone. Leave my wife.
Alone. What?
Keep my wife's name out your mouth. I'm literally so. I don't know if I've been a Megan Thee Stallion fan since like 2017, right?
Yeah.
And 2018 for all the hotties was Armageddon.
Big old freak. Oh.
Yes, but that's when all the happened. I think maybe it was 2019 when all the. Or when did she get shot?
Like
2020?
2021.
So if you was around there.
2021?
It was 2021.
If you was around in 2021, we witnessed them, and that's another thing too. Sidebar. Megan Thee Stallion is such an inspiration to me, and that's why I know if Megan can keep pushing and keep putting out music and keep popping her, keep being a bad bitch after everything people have said and everything done to her, you bitch never break my soul.
And charting while an independent artist too.
And then signed with Rock Nation.
Look. But they got a lot of conspiracy about Rock.
And
I don't believe none of them.
I don't believe none of them.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't believe none of them.
so y'all want me to believe that Beyonce is drinking baby's blood?
What the heck?
Beyonce who doesn't even speak. Beyonce is mute. Y'all like, but that's another thing that just pisses me off about the internet. Like, when you're a black woman and you're successful and you pop your shit, you're confident, people are gonna try to do the most. But I hate how people, you know, several men have been outed as abusers, violent, or whatever in the past week. And everybody and their mama has to defend them. But one thing I'm never gonna do is defend an abuser. Like, I'm just gonna believe the victim. If it come out later on that the victim was lying, that's no skin off my back.
Oh, my bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't lose any sleep for believing it. You know what I'm saying?
My
Like,
fault, twin.
my fault, twin. But like, leave Megan Thee Stallion alone. Leave Halle Bailey alone. Who else? Who else they been talking about? Leave Cardi alone. Leave these alone, bro. That's my hot take. And then what else has been irritating me? The price of rent.
Oh
my God,
let's
please.
talk about it because I just paid rent today.
Oh my God, I pay rent tomorrow. And it's like, first
paid
of all,
rent 2 days ago.
here's the thing. And this is for my apartment complex. If anybody at my apartment complex watching this shit, if rent is due on the 1st, why did I get an email today about the rent being due on the 1st? Don't ask me for that ahead of time. And matter of fact, since you asked me for it before the 1st, you will get it on the 3rd.
Is there a grace period though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
I was gonna say, I'm like, let's not mess up our credit.
No. You'll get it on the 3rd. Don't ask me for this, because first of all, you already running my motherfucking pockets, so don't ever ruin my day by reminding me that the rent is due. Rent reminder, bitch, fuck you. Remind that.
Listen, God's strongest soldiers, they got their rent on auto
My
pay.
package got stolen one time. I ain't getting no money off the rent for that shit.
Look. I actually just moved out of a place because of that. My car got stolen.
Your car or your card?
My car
Car.
and my packages.
The packages, the car.
No,
My
y'all
car got
don't
stolen once,
understand.
too.
I had a Ninja slushy machine. I was pissed about that.
Oh yeah, you were. But
damn.
wait, was
And that was like a $300 machine too.
wait, was that before or after the car?
That was before the car. That was like
yeah.
2 weeks
Bro, my
before
car
the
got stolen too. I'm not gonna lie, people in LA love stealing cars, man. Shit, I gotta go check the parking
Like,
lot.
what is this Grand Theft Auto?
Bro, but stealing my car, bro. Like, you stole. But I'm not gonna lie, they did find my car a couple weeks later. But the fact that you stole my car, I had like a bottle in there. You could have took the tequila. You know what I'm saying? I had a cute little Gymshark. You could have took that, but
They didn't take anything.
girl, they took the whole car. They took the whole like, no, they took the whole thing. But my car did get found like 2 weeks later. It was like a crackhead had an orgy in that.
Wait, why we got the same story?
It was funky. It literally smelled like he smoked 15 Black and Milds with the windows up in my shit. And I remember I found my car, right? I'm outside, bro, waiting to see if the thief pull up. 'Cause I was gonna get out there and show that. I was gonna show them while I'm Big Nita from Alabama. I was really gonna win, lose, or draw. I was gonna put pause to him. Like, I was gonna put pause to that. And we called the police, right? Fuck LAPD. We called the police. It
He
takes
has
them
the same gripe.
2.5 hours. I'm sitting by a stolen vehicle that a criminal could walk up on at any time, and it took them 2.5 hours.
Look, when I tell you they didn't put my car in the system for stolen until like a week later,
Because
after it being stolen,
because it was the fires.
they said it was
they
during the
just shoved his
fires.
Shit to the side.
they put it to the side. I watched him type up all my information, and he looks at me and he goes, and it's on video because they have a
Was the
video.
car outside?
What is it?
No,
Was
they
the
didn't
cars out?
find it. They didn't
They
find
didn't
it
find
until
it.
like almost.
They
a
didn't
month.
find it till like a month later.
Oh, and it was probably big, funky, and nasty after that.
It
Oh no, it was so bad.
so bad.
Just
It was-
get rid of it.
listen,
He
listen.
did.
And you know LeRon is rich, so he could get into the car. I couldn't. I could take that shit to the car wash.
Stop.
Or LeRon get to a cute
Well,
little bag.
his car ended up getting totaled because they f***ed with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the car could have been fixed. Like, it was easily fixed. It was what they was doing on the inside.
Yeah.
That's what bro, I'm not gonna lie. The inside of my car smelled like tin cans of they was bouncing that booty on my shit.
Ew.
Like goddamn rubbing their ass on the seats and shit.
Listen, it was a box of needles in my backseat. Do what you will with that.
That's a crime scene.
Yeah.
Turn that car over to the police.
Actually, I did.
But actually, fuck, I remember I literally yelled at LAPD when they got there. I was like, what the f-? I was going off on them. I was like, it's been 2 hours. Anything could have happened. Like, da-da-da-da-da.
No,
And it's like, but y'all have time to harass us on some regular shit. I got shit to do. Y'all got time to harass me. But when I actually need help,
y'all ain't here? Where is you at, RoboCop?
Y'all harass us every day and monitor the neighborhoods. But the day I need, who you gonna call when you need help? And the day I
need help.
the one time I need help.
You know, and the crazy thing about it, like, remember when me and LeRon were on FaceTime, right? But like, he was just trying to like switch something with like the maps or whatever. He gets pulled over in this new car now. He gets pulled over by
Driving while black.
Yeah, and they were like, cause you was like on your phone. I'm like,
No, and then remember they ran your plates and they're like, wait, is this car actually yours? And then he's like,
Yeah.
now you guys want to be concerned?
now
with
y'all
this
want to
car?"
run plates?
Right. And where was this energy?
Wait, was the same license plate on your old car?
Okay, so this is a new car, but like I had to switch out the plates because I had to switch. It was my mom's car. I had to switch the title out
Yeah.
to mine.
Okay.
So yeah,
So like that's still in the works, right?
no, it's finished
good now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they were like, this plate is running like to somebody else, and I'm like, okay,
My
but
mother?
you see the last name, don't you?
It's the same.
The same. Like what are we saying here? So then basically they're like, you should really change that. And in my mind, I'm like, my car was stolen for 3.5 weeks.
Where was that energy?
Where was that energy?
There's never that energy until they see a handsome black man in an expensive vehicle.
Look,
Oh yeah, for sure.
they called me while I was in Utah for Sundance Film Festival. And they're like, hello, is this LaRon? It's the LAPD calling me from a block number, mind you.
What?
They're like, hello, is this LaRon? I said, yes. He said, this is the LAPD. I said, oh, okay. He said, we found your car.
At this point, I don't give a fuck.
There was silence. I'm like, okay, where is it? Like, tell me something. I mean, I'm out of town, but I could arrange something to have
Yeah.
somebody go pick it up or something. And they're like, yeah, we found it in the hood. Like, it was in like.
And then wait, tell her how they asked you if you knew the driver.
They were like, did you like let anyone borrow your car? I said, if I tell you my car is stolen, who would I let borrow it in the process of being stolen? They said, did you let a guy named Ortiz borrow your car? I said, no. I told you it was stolen. And I gave you the description of the guy that stole it from the thing. No.
I would have hung the phone up, bro. Get the fuck off my phone, bro. Just send me the address where the car is and stop playing with me. And that's another thing too. My patience runs thin.
It
Like,
does.
especially like when I need to get shit. Like when I'm fun, I'm fun. Like I'm a
Exactly.
great time. But when shit gets serious, stop.
Stop playing with me. Exactly.
That's why I was pissed when I tore their ass a new one. I was like, and I'm not paying taxes this year. I hope y'all go broke. I would not be donating to that pension.
At all.
Fucking shitting me. Like,
Look, I get it. I'm not gonna put that on record that I'm not paying. Taxes,
yeah, I
though.
was just joking. I
We
paid my
was
taxes.
joking. We was
I was
playing.
just joking. I was just joking. Please don't. You know what I'm saying? These investigate. Actually, you haven't
Exactly.
paid taxes since 2016. Like, mind your business.
Mind your business.
Everybody
please.
else get to do tax fraud.
Exactly. Tax evasion, all of that.
Literally.
I'm crying.
Look, but listen.
I don't ever get a chance to do no fun.
Get
Lord forbid a
canceled for that.
Yeah, I get
Save
my
some
next thing
money.
is tax
Lord
fraud.
forbid a girl have hobbies.
You know what I'm saying? God forbid. I'm trying to save a coin too.
Look, listen, my gripe for this week, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think, okay, this is due to a bunch of things, but I feel like when you're a legend in a space of entertainment, you should just quit while you're up.
Yes.
Like, I feel like the longer they go and they start doing things where it's like, okay, like what's that? Like J-Lo just did this dance number at the
And she
AMAs.
kissed her backup dancers. That's
Yeah,
what
but like it was just she was crumping in this skin tight leotard to like They Not Like Us, and I'm like, what is happening?
Well, okay.
I did
that's
see you
not-
post that on your close friends.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, because the thing is, I
I'm
love
not
J-Lo.
in your close friends because I didn't see that.
You're a rat. I
And
gotta
could've
add you to
sworn
my.
I think I sworn you're in mine. Are you in my close friends?
No, I'm not, because I don't be seeing your close friends stuff.
Okay.
Okay, there
We
you
gotta
go.
add each
Okay,
other.
okay.
We gotta,
It's
we gotta
even.
add each other
But
in the close
no,
friends.
to be fair though, I barely use my close friends. Anything you see on my story, I usually just post.
He
And I-
barely uses his.
I don't
Right.
post nothing but
Yeah.
memes.
Right, and I barely post because I'm the type. I'm gonna say it, but recently when I was in Miami, I did have a couple close friend stories.
We started off as close friends.
And then you came
trying
to
to
my
see what-
girlfriend.
Well, at
But
least
no, like I love J-Lo. I think she's an amazing dancer. But to see her get up on that stage and do that, I'm like, this is your legacy that's going
And
down
it's
the
like I would respect
toilet.
it more if she was like crumming to like Oi Mi Canto. Like
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? Or Selena's music. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but today not like us. But you know,
Yeah.
she is Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block with
When I
the
was like on the block and I
with
just
the
sit right here
ham
on
and
this.
cheese on the roll.
Yeah, I used to sit
no.
right here on
First
this
of all,
seat.
everybody was getting on her about the. She said she would get a ham and she would get a certain sandwich, and she said an orange drink. So I
orange
grew
drink.
up in Jersey City,
Mm-hmm.
New Jersey. I'm not saying I'm a New Yorker. I know about bodegas. I know about when you go to the corner store,
I
get
like
a
how you
bacon,
got a
egg, and
little
cheese.
accent when you
I'm
said
dead ass. 'cause
bodegas.
that
That's
shit
how.
just turned me on.
No, because that's how we
Go to bodegas.
We go to the bodegas, we get a bacon, egg, and cheese,
Fuck.
and we either get a quarter juice
trying to
or the
say?
50-cent
Like-
juice. We're not sitting here getting an orange drink. I don't know.
Talking like that. Like, stop talking like that. Like, shit. That type shit turned me on. You know the accent. And that's why I love Miami. Oh my God. My Hola papi, ¿cómo estás? Tú es muy guapo.
Ooh,
Works every
yes.
time. That shit worked like a charm.
Ooh, they're
I
eating
literally,
that up.
I got back from Miami 2 days ago, then downloaded Duolingo. I stayed up for an hour last night in the middle of the night doing
How's the
Duolingo.
Spanish?
Julia
actually
is
really good.
fair. Like
Ooh.
I love Duolingo.
Hola, me llamo Fannita. Donde in Los Angeles, California.
Yo necesito mucho dinero.
Sí.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Sí.
probably with a fat pocket.
Period.
Clockito.
Paquito. Gallito.
Clockito.
Oh my God, I'm so here.
Gallito.
Clockito.
Oh my God.
Now, listen, we have another segment that we want to do with you. Like, we've been doing all these new. I like to have a new segment on for all of our guests just because I want everyone to have a fresh experience when we do the
Get one of them
podcast.
postcards. See, my girl over there hot as hell. Girl, I know, sister. It's bacon in this. Let me get one of these postcards. It's bacon in this hole.
Okay.
I'm about to give this to her.
I was already, you know what I'm saying? I already went on a 10K.
Oh, there's some more over there.
10K walk. Like,
Yeah. Now we have
be musty.
I know. Now I'm like,
you can't beat the must allegations. Hold on, let me get my arm.
can't beat the musty allegations. It's crazy.
Can't beat that.
Now we do have another segment for you called Unfiltered Advice.
Okay.
Now we have some advice prompts that we've gotten and gathered.
Okay.
And basically, we're just gonna ask you to give advice to the people.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
okay, here.
So just probably pick
It was like Fannita's fan fiction, but on your part.
Yes.
Period.
Basically, Fannita's fan fiction.
Okay, you ready? My man was acting up, so I posted a photo of my ex to make him jealous. Now my ex's new girl wants to fight me. What should I do?
Girl, go put them brass knuckles on. Put Vaseline on your cheeks. Wrap your hands. Put in the mouth guard. You gotta go fight that. Bitch. You earned
need
that.
that.
Yeah, you need that.
You
You
need
earned that. So I can't do nothing for you but pray.
You
And
need
you better
that.
hope you don't bring your friends to jump you. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Go in there strong. Bring one of your homegirls and tase the bitch if you have to.
And hope for
Tase-
the best.
And hope for the best. Bring some bear mace.
I'm crying.
Bear
Supposed to be close to
mace.
her, man. That bitch pissed. She's about to fuck you up. Don't go alone, sister. But you don't have to fight that. She need that.
She need that.
She need that.
She
Like,
need that.
damn, you
on the
get to-
face.
you get to be
No.
a team player? Damn.
She need that like she need water.
Like, girl, you posted my boyfriend to make your man mad, and you're still together with your man,
Look.
and you brought my man into it. Yeah, I'm
Look.
gonna need that.
She need that. She need that like she need
Big
oxygen.
legs. I need that.
Like she need oxygen. She need that.
I
What
would-
SpongeBob said? I need it.
No, seriously, you have to go get your ass whooped, sister. I love you though. Godspeed, baby.
Okay, this one. I lied about being celibate on the internet for clout. Now my sneaky link is posting receipts. Do I say he's lying or do I tell the truth?
Are the receipts credible? Could it
Could it pass for AI?
Could it pass for AI? Could it pass for edited? Could it pass for fake? If it can't pass for fake, but why are you lying about being okay? Hold on, man. Let me try to think.
Sometimes you
she
need
lied
the
about being
views.
celibate. Her ex is posting the receipts. Should she tell the truth or should she just say he's lying? I mean, if she really believes, man, say he's lying, girl. And see what happens.
Exactly.
Fuck it.
Men lie all the
And
time.
then also, like, you just say it's not true and then ignore it forever. Who's gonna prove it?
Exactly.
And it's your word against.
Yeah, it's literally he said, she said. So it's literally your word against his. So say he's a liar.
For the past 6 months, I've been under the impression that my boss hates me. Last night, we matched on Tinder, and
Whoa.
I've been scared to message him. What should I do?
See, these questions need more context. Because, you know, like, the freaking me is like, oh, my God, boss. But, like, the not freaking me and, like, quick pro quo, you know what I'm saying? Corporate me is like,
You need your job.
HR. But
HR.
then it's like, usually if you go to HR, they're going to fire you, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like, usually if you report on the HR, they're not going to do shit. But it's like, are you attracted to your boss? You want to fuck your boss? Like, if you want to fuck your boss,
I mean, they matched, so clearly they
They
like
match,
each other.
so yeah, they like each other.
I mean, then fuck your boss, girl.
I feel like if you're not doing it on the clock, it should
you'll
be
get
okay.
a better schedule and you'll get a raise.
Look, do he need
Period.
that?
Do he need that? You know what I'm saying? That's one of my things. Oh my God, I gotta tell you something later, but because I did some
Right.
crazy shit in Miami. But anyways,
Okay, we gotta talk.
All right.
Okay, are we moving on to our next segment?
This one.
Yes.
okay,
This is the
So
wheel
this
of
is
chaos.
our wheel of chaos,
okay,
and
I'll hold
basically,
it for you.
whatever it lands on, we gonna need that, sister.
okay.
We gonna need
Oh
that.
my God, Fat Ma is faltering right now. She is roasting at 350 degrees. It's got,
Oh, there's a key over
you
there.
know what I'm saying? Probably got a little twang to it by this time. It's been baking.
I'm crying. Okay, do this.
I'm sorry.
All right, ready?
Wheel up. What is it called?
Chaos.
Wheel up chaos. Mama needs a new pair of shoes.
This is the first spin, by the way.
This is the first.
Yeah, this is the first man. Hot
Ooh.
take hour.
Hot take hour. Okay. This is basically your unpopular opinion about literally anything. Like, what is one of those things where it's just like, okay, I know y'all like this, but this is how I feel about it.
There's so many. I say I'm gonna go to easy rock. I know what I want to say, but you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to be too hot. But I hate that with dating now, like you can't be yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 26 years old. If I want to talk to somebody, I'm gonna just text them. I'm not gonna wait 72 hours and for a boat to fly by and for a train to catch and for all this. Like, if I want to speak to somebody, I'm gonna talk to somebody. And if somebody texts me, I'm gonna respond.
I'm not gonna wait 2 hours to respond because they waited 2 hours to respond to me.
Like, I'm not petty like that. Like, if I want to talk to somebody, I'll talk to them. Like, and that's why I feel like a lot of y'all be having like these terrible communication skills, because a lot of things,
Because your relationships are built on slop.
On slop and ass.
Exactly.
And fuck. And you need to stop on the first date. No shade, sister. You need to stop that. You know what I'm saying? Like, get a little bit, like, you ain't gotta get a Bentley out of it, but stop this just because he texted you. Why are you trying to rush? We ain't gotta sleep with him the first, like,
Get a rose.
you're 20, right? Like, you're 20 years old. You got the rest of your life to get by man.
Please.
And then
You'll
also,
still fuck in your 30s.
exactly. And then
I feel like
also
I'm in
another
grown
thing
folks'
is, like,
business.
You are. Sorry. I am the millennial of the
I'm in grown folks'
zillennial.
business.
Like, you will also, like, you're 20 years old. You don't have to rush. And then men are such people. He'll do weird in 10 hours or less. And if you give that the time, if you get the time to know these men before you're having sex with them, you will realize on your own, like, oh my God, I'm so
They
glad
give
I
you
did
the
fuck.
ick. Yep.
In 12 hours, he'll do some weird. Just hold on, sister. Just wait a second.
They're gonna be liking the next thirsty picture. They'll go get a haircut from female barbers because they're thirsty
They're
and
not responding to
lame,
your texts. You
Yeah.
know what happens, sister.
inconsiderate,
Right.
immature, barely give you anything.
And now they in the group chat saying, oh my God, I just cracked.
Exactly.
Oh my
If you're
God.
gonna give your to somebody, you might as well make sure your life
You in
is
there
paid
telling his
for.
homeboys to get at you. Like, come on, sister. Wake up.
Anyway,
He
sorry.
passing you to the team. So they trying to run a 3-man on you. Stop it.
On
Lock
just
her
you.
Up. Lock her up.
Oh my God. Anyway,
Okay.
I hope I don't get dragged for the things I said.
Okay.
What did you even say? Like, to have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. It doesn't
Self-
matter. I don't care if they do drag me because
Exactly.
I'm telling the truth. Like,
and
if
it's
you're
like,
gonna
girl,
say you're open,
I've been around a man. I don't. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette after this
listen,
shit.
I was saying this for the longest time. I'm like, yo, are winning, right? But
They are winning.
But are they really though?
They really not just appear to be that. Like, they just dress like, but like, and that's why they own the yachts. That's why they in Turks. That's why
And that's why they're getting
They're
their
strategists.
funds.
they're strategists. They're business women. Like, they sell, but they not really having.
Right.
And see, even if they are so, they crying in a Maybach. So I'm gonna give it to them. I'm mind my business.
Let's spin one more time.
Okay.
This became the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
I'm sorry. But, you know, I do love some of y'all, though.
And let's see what we got.
This really wants to go on
wants us to do
ZIllennial.
trivia.
Do the millennial trivia.
Let's just do the trivia. I think
Okay.
you have it. Do you
I
have
don't
it?
have it.
Oh, is it
Uh-oh.
Fannita
have
Fannita
it?
or ended?
Spin one more time.
Wait,
Y'all don't even got the shit for the card.
I could have swore I gave it to you. Oh.
Oh, it's over there. Crap.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we got a fly in from a producer. Hold on. Just pause. We got the car flying in. Bro, you weren't even on camera.
Let's just spin it again.
Okay, spin it again.
Y'all about to piss me off now.
Yeah, because I got a hard out too. It
You know
really wants us to be on hot take hour.
You know what? That's okay. We're gonna move on to our last
All right,
segment,
let's
and
move on to our last segment.
and it's ask me anything. This is like something that we do as our friend. It's like the most outlandish question you could possibly think
Okay.
of, and it's just like, who would like? Why would there even be an answer for that?
Mm-hmm.
And this one is, what is one thing your ex can say about you that can also be a Yelp review?
Ooh.
Wait. Does it have anything to do with Fat Mama?
Of course. Of course. He loved her. He loved her more than me. He'd probably say, like, really great in bed, super good kisser, 5 stars. But if you have to hang out with her on your day-to-day, maybe you won't like her, but she's really good at
Okay, that's a good one.
It's a good Yelp review. For
That's a good Yelp
It
review.
sounds like a great restaurant.
That's exactly why we dated for 9 months.
Yeah, there are a lot of people I wish I could.
That's baby
undate.
bacon time. 9 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people I want to undate.
Yeah, but it's like, sometimes I feel like a toxic relationship for a woman is a rite of passage because it really wakes you the fuck.
Oh, trust me, I'm woke now.
Because before you're in a toxic relationship, you think sweet and all rainbows and farts. And then being in a toxic relationship, you really decide what you want after that.
Yeah,
And it's
Yeah.
like, girl, if he treats you like shit and you're always questioning if he loves you, he probably doesn't. Leave him.
yeah, yeah. If it's been feeling funny,
If
for a
it
long
ever
time.
feels funny, and if
It
it,
is
ever
funny.
if it ever feels funny, if it ever feels like it isn't right, it's not.
yeah.
That's
With
the
somebody you love, you never have to question where you
Put
stand.
that on a shirt.
No,
Period.
seriously, and we shouldn't be feeding our delusions.
Exactly.
Yeah, stop falling in love with potential. Everyone has potential.
Right.
My dog has potential.
Oh my God, you are clocking these. Wake it up. You're so sexy and smart and talented.
I love you already.
I love you
Thank
too.
you.
Anyways, that brings us to the end of our show. Fannita, thank you so much for coming. We
so
had the baddest. We had
Thank
the
you guys
baddest.
for having me.
Thank you.
This is actually really fun. I had a blast. I cannot wait for this to air.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me. If you still love me after this, I love you too, babe. And if you're like, oh my God, why is she on the pod? Well, click off. There's another episode airing right after this one. I love you guys so much. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Fannita. And you know what I'm saying? Go watch Bottoms Up on YouTube at the Past Your Bedtime YouTube
Exactly.
channel. I love you guys so much.
Listen, Fannita, we got to talk about me coming on Bottoms Up.
When it comes back, you're the first guest. Yeah.
I was like, 'cause listen, I was like, we talked about it at first when it first came up, but like I was a little skeptical because
Because that's when he was kid friendly. He done turned up and started wearing muscle shirts. You know what I'm saying? It's not, are you smart? It's, are you
So wait, so when you have him as a guest, I'm gonna be there like, Kris Jenner, you're doing amazing. Sir.
Yeah, literally. He started wearing cut off sleeves. He said, now I can the baddest.
Period. And she has to come over to your game night.
Yes.
No,
I
she has
will.
to come to the game
I honestly
night.
feel like me and you just started becoming like super
Real
cool
cool.
now.
It was that New York trip that did it
Yeah,
for us.
now, after New York, I was like, fuck, I love LaRon. Like, LaRon is so much fun. You better
Yes.
come to my pool party on Saturday. Oh, what you doing Sunday?
Me? Oh, I'm not gonna be here.
Well, whatever, girl.
I'm sorry.
Whatever.
I'm
I'ma
not.
be
Come to
here.
my pool party.
I'm gonna be there.
And don't come empty-handed. You know I don't like when people show up to my house with nothing in their hands.
People do that.
You know some people in LA ain't got no China, girl.
They
Oh
don't.
my
I'm like, I'm from the South. What you mean y'all don't have food at y'all party?
First of all, you can't even buy a bottle of wine and bring it over.
Like you can at least bring.
gotta
Like,
bring
you got me
something.
coming to this hungry? Like, there's not a snack, a chip, a
You
drink,
suck as a
But
host.
that's what I'm saying. At least like a bottle of something.
a bottle of water, perhaps.
A case. A case of water is like $5. Nobody's coming over with a case.
Bring a pack of buns, like
Oh,
anything.
Jesus.
Like, I'm
Anything.
not super bougie. You can bring that up if you selling shit.
You know
Something.
what? Okay. Oh my
On that
God.
note, we're done.
All right,
Thank you.
bye. Oh my God.
That was
thank you.
amazing.